Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That's right.
That's right, exactly. My name is Cindi Ackerlund. I've been shooting since 2007. I first heard about mounted shooting through Kendall Lonsane.
Did you see it on the internet, on TV, or?
No, some friends of mine knew her and heard about mounted shooting and went to a practice, and I ended up at the practice, and here I am 10 years later. Well, I had a horse, and the first horse I had did not like the sport real well. I did compete on her for 2 years until I had my other horse trained, and she hated it. I did make it through 2 years though, and won a couple buckles on her. And
Tell us about your horse, Willie.
Willie is a 16-year-old paint gilding. I've had him since he's been born. Got to watch him being born, help pull him out. He loves it. He really does love it. I really think he does. He gets all jacked up when it's time to go out and shoot. I sent him to Bat Masterson to get trained for shooting. He acclimated him for the gunfire, and then I just took over from there.
Were you familiar with guns before you started?
Not at all. Never picked up a pistol before in my life. I had shot 22s, just out plinking them around, but that's it. Never shot a 45. Never, especially off a horse.
Right. What got you hooked? What was the thing you're like, oh my god, I gotta do that?
I just love the competition part of it. I do. I'm a competitor, true and true. The people in this sport are amazing. I've met people from all over, and they're friends for life. You can go anywhere, just about in the United States, and find a mounted shooter, and they will welcome you with open arms. I would say if you're new coming into this sport, one, you would either need to buy a broke mounted shooting horse, pay the money, get something good. It's not a cheap sport to get into, not that any equestrian sport is. Either buy a horse that's broke already or send one to a good trainer, because it's worth your money. It's definitely worth the money.
And did you start out with Rugers or
I did not. I started with Berettas, and I also started with a bird's head grip, which is different than this one.
Sure.
But I ended up switching because the grip didn't fit my hand, the bird's head grip. It was too small, and I was always throwing my gun back to get it in my hand better.
So you bought the bird's head. So you spent a couple $1,000s buying the wrong pistols.
Yes, I did. And that's very important too. Before you even start mounted shooting, I feel that you need to try out as many sets of guns that you can. Cimarrons, Berettas, Rugers, all of them, because what works for me don't work for you. And there's so many different kinds.
And so you like the Montados because of just what aspects of them?
They were specifically built for mounted shooting is why I bought them. I bought them when they first came out. In 2007, I believe it was, is when I got mine. The hammers are a little bit lower, so that's kind of nice for people with smaller hands.
Sure.
And I just like the gun. I've never really shot anything but this and my Berettas. So, but these are definitely my favorite.
And you had them tuned up?
I had an action job done on them, yes.
Just a local gunsmith, or did you ship them
One out of Sela, Oatmeal Graham. He's an old shooter that used to shoot with us that doesn't no more.
Really?
Yep.
Oatmeal Graham?
Oatmeal, yep. New holsters made by Rockwell Saddles, and a friend of mine in Wenatchee did the graphics for me. I really love these. The holsters I was shooting with before, I was having problems pulling my second gun.
Sure.
They were a little bit less quality holsters, and these, in my opinion, are better quality, and they just hold my guns better. They've got locks in them. They're awesome. Love them.
And I see they're flared at the mouth, really flared.
Yep, get that gun in there a little bit easier.
And they've got a little shiny stuff that give you like a 0.3 of a second.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The more bling, the faster you can run.
Shiny equals faster.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
That's right.
Yeah. What kind of bike? Tell us about your bike.
I ride a Softail Deluxe. It's a Harley Davidson. Been to Sturgis twice. Love it.
And that's something you and your husband do together?
Yep, that's what we do together. Exactly. He's a hunter. I do mounted shooting, and then we meet in the middle on the bikes. The people, though, I swear to you, the people are what the sport is all about. You can have gun problems, you can have horse problems, you can have saddle problems, and there's 10 people lined up with the stuff there for you to use if you need it.
So even on a weekend when you donated your entrance fees, you still have fun.
Absolutely. The ride home sometimes isn't as much fun, but yes, I love this sport. I really do.